these gender blocks. We're going to divide ourselves into 10 teams. So each of you will be given one of these gender blocks and a scale. Okay, we're going to divide ourselves into 7 teams. And each of you will have one of these blocks and a scale. So you pick it up from here. And what you need to build is this. A simple twin tower. You can choose the width of this or as much as you want. Fix the height, and this section would be 1/3 the height, this section would be 1/3, and this section would be 1/3. Right? So this is the only requirement for your sprint 1. And once sprint 1 is done, which is spent about for 8 minutes, once that is done, we'll come back to this.
Is there a relationship between the width of the 3 sections?
No, I said the width you can choose. You can choose for whatever width you want. Okay? Now since it's 7 teams, can we start counting the 7? 4. 6, 7, 8. 7, 1. So all the ones team up together, choose your product owner, and in case there are any queries, provide your product owner and your product owner will come meeting tonight. Okay, so all the ones come up together and nominate your product owner. 6.
All the 6.
All 5, 5 please. 5.
High five.
Yeah, high five. 5s. Anybody from 5? Good team. Vikas. Sharak. Sriram.
1 second. Teams, are your teams done?
Yeah.
All of you organized, right? Can your product owners come up and can product owners come? And there are 3 rooms that
Anybody can go.
that's fine. There are 3 rooms in the beginning. First room, you can take whichever of those 3. The first thing. So your product owners can pick up the materials for you. Your product owners can pick up. Now
So those guys, I mean, 1 to 3 will go, or we have separate rooms for 5 tomorrow? We need to use. Yeah, we got it. So where 5 number? Where to go?
So one is whether everything should be used.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Second question is where do we do it? That's it. Any other question?
So that's what calculate the first one, just telling it to so I think you should keep like this.
Length matters like width doesn't require only length, because if you keep it horizontally and then so only length.
No, not required. It's up to us.
If you know the number of blocks we have, we can do it.
We say 1/3 of that. Half is
We have to do planning. It's not
Take one and do your planning. I will fix it. Someone can help you with it.
this is similar to what you did with
Which team started with X? Started with setting X and then doing things accordingly?
Yeah, it was not like defined yet, but yeah, we first to make 1 tower and
You measured something and then built things.
started there.
But you know what Ajay's principle says? Emergent design.
Build the simplest possible thing first.
Don't fix your X and then do things, but let the design emerge. And team number 4 is it? Put it the shortest. No, you guys want to go back and look at that tower. Given the requirements, they stuck to principle 10 simplicity, maximizing the amount of work and all that. They just had five blocks. They just had five blocks. Any other team which 7, 4, 8 of them. You are free to use the amount of blocks that you wanted. So sprint was gets a little interesting. Just look at it. plots as you can. Take out as many plots as you can without making the tower faulty.
Guys, don't take anything out. Anything out and reconstructing is waste.
Your structure is fixed, okay, it does not change.
So everything full blocks one by one.
One by one. So actually it should be back.
Yes, back. Okay, should be back and then we'll go.
It's interesting if you start taking
You need to remove one block at a time. So we
No, but one turn should be this one.
should be height. We can't remove it. So we are looking for get rid of that.
cannot be enhanced after one screen. We are not even accepted more
singing out है सब कुछ ईमेल पे है जेल से मैंने ईमेल सीन कैसे जेल करना है कैमरा है वो मैं भी भेजा ऐसा डिफॉल्ट कर गया डिफॉल्ट पापड़ बेच रहे हमारे साथ आए हम लोग ऑनेस्ट हैं
So guys, how many ready to go? Very well. Awesome. Anyone of you wants to share your learning?
Yeah, we had several flights decide that we couldn't do anything.
Exactly. See, what happens is in a hurry to build something, we do not really get to our basics. We forget everything and jump in and start building. I mean, no offense, but you guys comply to our requirement, right? It's absolutely fine. But did you ever think of anything outside that requirement? Did you ever think that there might be changes that might come? Typically, we don't do that when we are coding hours. And the same example I was giving you guys. Many a times, we open a file, we are asked to make a change or fix a bug, we open up a file, we look at the code, we stare at it for 3 hours. We are terrified even to remove one single line of code. Either the code is so badly written or so badly coupled with everything else, or we don't understand. Yeah. So, badly written is something that we can't understand or comprehend. Right? It's not pointing at an individual or a group of individuals, it's just that we are not getting into that mindset. And Sprint 2 was to help you get into that mindset. While going back, don't just think about how do I need to fix this bug quickly. Also think about how do I fix this bug with proper adequate quality. And
So those who did it with the minimum numbers, I'm sure that they would have touched it again. So the second sprint was for what? What was the message from that?
That was not the only thing. So the message was, if you do it right, the first time, if you keep it simple, you will have a lot of time. Anything innovative that you want.
Moreover, the productivity is more.
See, for that team, they got back a sprint. They got back one entire sprint's worth of time.
We don't know what is the requirement. Like they come up, change the requirement. They are not flexible to change.
Right, so upfront we need to be flexible to be able to make that.
Sometimes there is too much of refactoring. What we did remove some of the blocks. That was a lot of refactoring and we immediately was how to put it. And there were multiple scenarios configured around it.
And which team removed the maximum number of blocks?
That was one thing which was moving continuously all the time. Finally, the structure itself looks like a building constructed and left.
So the idea is, if I did not give you a sprint to eliminate your risk, we have done that. Whose responsibility is it to maintain the code? So whose responsibility is it to eliminate waste that you have? Who should ask for it? So in real time, when you go back to the office, if you do not have time, either ask for it or be innovative to come up with something. Maybe a process, maybe some technology innovation, which will help you eliminate waste. That is really, really important. Until I ask you guys to think in these lines, you never even thought about making it with a minimum number of blocks. Right? You are free to use as many blocks as you want, but also be aware that you should always look at doing things in the shortest time and shortest amount of resources possible. That also involves some amount of innovation. Now, the last
Spend your time. LinkedIn, you spend 10 minutes. LinkedIn is for about 10 minutes.
If you have extra, use extra. I have point here. Normally in Agile, you give the bigger picture at the beginning.
No, really. You can't. You start from a wheel and you can build a car or you can build a helicopter.
Any question on the requirements?
How do you put the business cycle thing with those?
How can we
ऑनेस्ट मैं कहता हूँ नॉन ओकेजन डीएफ में मेरे 2 वोटर तो बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग डे होगा तो नहीं करेगा दिमाग रात में शांत नहीं हुआ सो डेली में गाड़ी खराब हो गया था कि डेली 8 दिन का जरूरत पता नहीं ऐसा तो यू आर हेडिंग लो है that's why I changed it. Complete change करने से क्या होता है? Shit game तो वही रहेगा.
Getting less.
देख करते लोग काम कर रहे हैं आओ Bangalore से ना regarding risk एक week time नहीं it's 9 months मेरा एक उसने इंग्लिश पे 2 लाख हाँ उसको पूरा टोटल खर्चा होगा 4.5 लाख नहीं से पता है किधर है वो से मॉर्गन स्टैंड है ना उसमें एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर तो उसको 4.5 लाख तक नहीं मिल जाएगा कॉस्ट अच्छा निकल गया एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर
Scheme founded really easy and convenient to put a trial on. Since you had a very simple structure, you did not have to bother about adding any complexity to the existing process. And scheme founded really difficult. And your structure fell off.
Structure fell off because you were speaking too loud.
That is the point. You know why your structure fell off?
Yeah, I think that's a classic case in software development. Sometimes your existing code base that you have, it imposes restrictions. Even though you have good ideas about what to bring in good quality, create good quality software, because of the existing investment in your software product, that imposes some restrictions.
The reason why I think your structure fell off is you did not bother about the depth of the tower. The height of the tower was something that was defined. The depth of the tower was something that you could have done. Right. Typically, customer gives you how many units. It's up to you guys as team members to come up with how the services and the package should be. You just had one straight structure, right? Then one on top of each other. You did not have any blocks placed this way, neither did you have a set of blocks behind it.
Actually, in the first sprint we had, in the second sprint we removed that. So first second we made it like this stronger. In the second sprint we wanted to remove it. That's it. Yeah. But it is a classical example. What he's saying is correct. Yes. Initially you may think, okay, to make a good, flexible software. Sometimes you remove something that actually create a problem for other equipment. Yes. Right? But actually our first idea might be actually, again we put back those things, maybe do not. But we are not actually done that.
Exactly, they were very.
But that's true.
It is, if I could relate to our work that we do, it's only about concentrating on one layer. Maybe you buy a strong backend or a strong middle, not having a good combination of all. So if you have a product that is created across layers, it will be very easy for you to build something on top of it.
Deepak, one more thing which we should have, as a team, we should have really gone to the next level to understand what else is coming. We should have asked that. So we would have been prepared.
Exactly.
Now we took a chance, which normally we do it in our software development as well. We just don't think ahead. We have to think ahead. We have to have that in mind. If we had that in mind, probably our design should have been much, better and would have been easier to incorporate. We have to do some juggling. So that thinking ahead is important.
Affects the main model development earlier. It's always happening.
That's why refactoring is at the core of not just at the development, refactoring is a great practice. Any other thoughts you might want to share?
Yeah, and finally, I thought like this. So we had more collaboration. It was the opposite for us. Yeah, people had good ideas, we were wondering whether it has to be a perfect triangle or height.
And many times when you came and told me the requirement is done, I came back and told many of you guys, you can do it better. Before going to the customer, think about it. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and ask yourself, can it do it? Can it do it? Can it be coach?
But this is not the way the POs, PO actually has to say that, I'm not satisfied.
He's a coach. He's a non-coach.
In fact, we did that. That's what I'm saying.
We were
Our PO is not accepted, and we showed him 3-4 things. Finally, what he agreed, we said it's now you can go.
big umbrella.
Duty in this case is your POs overloaded. In many cases, your PO is not. And in the real world, it's not.
I have one point to make. Speaking for simplicity, we also had some waste also, right? We eliminate a lot of waste. First of all, we need to understand how much waste is acceptable in the code so that the structure stays steady.
Yeah, that's what I said. In our case, that same point I made.
Okay?
It's
So
not
many
really
times
waste.
to create simple code, we create waste which cannot be.
Yes, but one of the teams had extra blocks in such a position that they cannot take it out without making the block fall.
The criteria, I think it is the waste criteria is mentioned. There is a certain amount of waste you have to take.
Any other part you guys want to share?
We assume in our team at least the height matters. That is the assumptions that we make. Let us stable.
Never criteria.
It was never a criteria, but we assume that it should be. The assumption is wrong.
When we ask
See, typically what happens is in a program or a portfolio, when multiple projects are working and someone who has a roadside to follow that will try to show metrics for each of these teams. And many a time we get into more competition. One simple example is team A velocity is 10, team B velocity is 15. So this is not working. They are not competing against anyone, they are competing against others. Each team. As I said, for a team that went into 5 blocks, they were done. Requirements were done. And they save a lot of resources and time.
And in fact, they added one waste which when I told that you can eliminate one waste, they actually did it. Yeah, that's we are the customers.
Okay, just giving you a couple of parting thoughts. Similar to what is this implemented design, don't fix your eggs upfront. At regular intervals, take time to eliminate waste. It's your responsibility as team to eliminate waste. The customer will not even know whether there is waste. And always keep a conversation after each other. Don't start coding before we start doing something.